from the lighter side of pest control. This is the Tales from the Crawl Space podcast with your hosts, Jack and Brad.
Fuck this shit, I'm
It's time for the Tales from the Crawl Space, the one that broke you episode. You know what? No, y'all are fucking crazy. I'm getting the hell out of here. No, I'm not doing any more intros today. No, fuck you guys, I'm leaving.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's your fucked up mouth podcaster, Jack, Tales from the Crawl Space podcast, here with my brother from another mother, Mr. Brad Harvey.
Hey, Jack, how's it going tonight?
It's been better, man. Swear to God. It's been a lot fucking better.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, crap. I do not want to be in your chair at this moment.
Or
the
they
chair
cut
you were
me
in
from
a few days ago either.
Yeah, that was even worse.
Yeah.
But I had an implant come loose, so they had to replace it. So what they had to do is take out my top plate and cut me from eye tooth to molar, completely open my gums up to find the best spot for an implant. So I had my upper jaw flayed, and then I had my jaw drilled and sewn back together. So that's how I'm feeling right now.
You gutted like a fish, man.
I was.
Yeah.
Like it's ripping lips, right?
Oh, my God.
I've been better. Let's say that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, doggone it. You're looking good. A little puffy, but you're looking
a little
good.
Puffy. Yeah.
Just a little puffy. But, you know, women actually, there's people out there that actually pay doctors to inject shit like that into their faces.
Well, if my face is puffy, the good thing is that it's soft for a lady to sit on.
That's true. You know, the thighs
like
have
a
a little
cushioned
bit more
seat.
cushion right there. You know, it's like,
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, but then you got to worry about getting whatever they have into your incisions, so that's not a good thing.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to take a bullet for the.
That's right. Some hills
for the cause.
Some hills you got to die on. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, I'm really sorry.
Happy New Year, by the way.
Oh, Happy New Year to you too, and Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah,
Merry
we had
Christmas.
our last episode featuring the wonderful guests that we had, Alex and Dylan, on our pizza party,
Yes.
and that was
a great show.
I really enjoyed talking to those two guys and gal.
Me too.
And so yeah, it was a blast. And so I hope everybody had a really nice, relaxing, and chill Christmas and New Year's, and are looking forward to getting back up on the horse from 2026, grabbing it by the dick and just keep on cranking, you guys.
Grab it by the penis.
That's right, by the penis. That's right. So
that's the first penis of 2026. By the way,
that's right. So Jack and I decided to blast into the new year of 2026 on a high note with a lot of positivity and optimism and stuff. So we're going to bring you the topic, what broke you?
Yes, the one that broke you.
Yeah, the one that broke you. So yeah, I mean it's yeah. And again, Pest Control Humor Depot, my favorite group, has come through for us once again. You guys have got some amazing stories, and we're going to expose them all tonight. Well, almost all of them. We may have to do 2 shows. I mean, the response was overwhelming. But you know, we're going to try to soldier through it tonight. And you guys are, oh my God, you know. As much as I feel for everybody out there, I feel for you even more after reading some of these fucking stories. Believe me.
Yeah, well, the premise of the one that broke you is about the boss or job or account that you just mentally checked out because of.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was the impetus for change to get to a better company or start your own or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's the one that your brain broke. Your brain was like, fuck. Mm-hmm. So that's the premise of the show.
And the thing about that is it could be anything. I mean, it could be something that on any other normal day you would have been like, just brushed off your shoulder, let it roll from that, or it could be just something so intense that it was, I mean, 100% life changing. And so y'all came with your stories, and we're gonna expose them right now. So let's go ahead and hit it, man. We got a ton of them. So let's start off with Michael. He started off with that roach job where I fell through the floor and went through a block wall.
Oh, that's never good.
No, it's not. I mean, it's one thing
through the
to go
floor.
through the floor,
Fuck.
but the fucking brick wall. I mean, that's just a really hard icing on the cake.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we've all heard countless stories of people falling through attics and shit like that. That's never fun, especially when you're straddling the ceiling truss.
Yeah. Oh God.
You
about rip your nuts off on the ceiling truss.
You walk out of there with mushy peas. That's for sure.
Ooh, mushy. That just hurts thinking about it.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I had one of my guys at the Scarlet Letter did that, and yeah, it was miserable. He goes, "What do I do about the pain?" I told him what I said about my vasectomy. Just ride the bag of peas over the weekend. You should be fine. He was fine, and he did quit. So. So there's that. Anyway, so Mitchell got a mouse job in a laboratory that researches erectile dysfunction. Couldn't come back from it. Excuse me. Point of order. This is my fucking nephew that contributed this. That's my Mitchell's Mark's boy.
Okay.
Yeah, so mouse job in a laboratory. You can imagine all these mice running around with hard-ons and stuff.
Little tiny baby penis.
Yeah, it is little tiny little penis. Well, I don't know if they're tiny or not. I've never seen a mouse with a hard on. It might be like a tapir or something. It extends past its head.
It's bigger than the mouse.
That's right. Yeah. But you know what? If that's the case, my hat's off to the mice. And let's see, we got Clayton said he started in a unit on a 4-bedroom apartment complex. Minor bedbug job, nothing crazy. Unit right above the next week. Medium activity job, 3rd floor, a little bit worse than the 2nd. Then I hit the final boss. Answered the door with bedbugs on his chest, eating a bag of Lay's potato chips. Now, sidebar, Lay's potato chips, yes, they are definitely number one. So the guy had good taste in chips. Did not need to enter the unit to confirm. Bedbugs everywhere. Happened less than a year on the job. I still can't eat barbecue Lay's chips.
Yeah, that would throw me off a little bit, I think.
Heck yeah.
That would throw me off.
Yeah. I kind of skipped one and went right to Mitchell, but Robert said the big green tea, that shit was terrible. Made the President's Club and so on, just to continually get shit on by management. Yeah, I got one for you later on in the show, folks, regarding the same big green tea.
Pestrogen made it for the first comment of 2026.
Hey,
everybody.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. Oh, God. Jason, excavating a sub area under a house for further inspection on a real estate transaction. Our lead guy quit on that job. I'm confused.
About the potato chips. I'd still eat them.
I'll still eat them. Shit, so would I, man. That's the fucking Lay's barbecues, man. Hell yeah. That's like
not much for barbecue chips.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you know what? I would eat them if I had 2 bags and one of them was barbecue and one of them was sour cream and onion. Yeah, I'd fucking smash that barbecue.
Oh my girl, my back has been bugging me so much lately, it just won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Just kidding. Sounds like a real pain.
You know, it's been a real pain lately, trying to find anything relatable to listen to while I'm working.
Girl, I got the answer for this one. Pestrogen Podcast. It's a pest control podcast, but with a lady twist. It's fun, laughable, and will make you say, yep, get that.
That sounds so awesome. So, where can I find this at?
Anywhere. We got the YouTube, anywhere where you get your usual podcasts, and they have a Facebook page for ladies in the pest industry only.
Sold!
You can catch the Pestrogen Podcast videocast exclusively on YouTube and listen to the audio version on Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, or wherever your favorite podcasts are currently crawling around. Pestrogen Podcast, because when it comes to pests and podcasts, we know how to bug you just right.
I'd like to nibble with Gibbles. I like nibbling with Gibbles. Gibbles. They make them with lard. They actually have a really good flavor.
Ooh, Gibbles.
Yeah. Gibbles potato chip.
I've never heard of them.
Oh, they're so good.
Lard, do you say?
Yes, lard.
Okay. Gibbles.
They're
G-I-B-B-L-E-S?
flavorful chips. G-I-B-B-L-E-S. I'll find you a few bags and
Gibbles
send them
makes
to
the
you.
very best.
It's
All
nibble
right.
with Gibbles.
Nice. Okay, so we're excavating a sub area under a house for further inspection. So basically, what you're saying is, I need you to inspect the crawl space, but you don't have a crawl space, sir. No, your person on your phone said that you were going to inspect the crawl space, sir. You don't have a fucking crawl space. Well, grab a shovel and make me a goddamn crawl space and inspect it.
What? No, fuck you. I'm not digging you a crawl space. Is all
about? So, oh my god, yeah, but I could totally see somebody doing that though.
Yeah, I could see somebody doing it, but
oh hell yeah, it happens. Max, one time I went into the wrong house, walked in the door, treated and left. This house was owned by the same landlord, and I mixed it up the addresses by accident. The tenants thought they got robbed. It was an interesting day, but I ended up treating the house, and I went back and apologized to the tenants.
Well,
shit happens.
It's sometimes having to suck it up, man. It just
yeah,
sucks.
so that you're gonna do that. You got to own it. I did that once.
Yeah,
and I was like, I told my boss about it. He was like, "You got to be shitting me." I was like, "No, man," because I was in a freaking condo complex, place, neighborhood, and all the fucking houses looked the same. I walked in. My only problem is the lady that lived there was in the shower. I left the ticket on the counter. She walks out. Probably naked, but who cares? She was old as fuck. And yeah,
it's the look though. You like
kind of still get the look. So, oh my god! And so
they're pointing to the floor, but hey, thanks.
But no, yeah, she called the office. She raised hell. I got a pass. Not so lucky when I became a manager at Scarlet Letter and somebody did that. Not only did I have to write it up, but I had to report it to the ag of our particular state chemist.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I know. It was insane. And then we have Tim who said, being a service manager for 2 big box companies, that shit sucked. Amen. Yeah. That'll break you every fucking time.
The one that broke me is when I was a service manager for Big Green Tea. So I'll tell that story here shortly.
As will I. I have 2 stories for this particular time. We have Sean that says, grossest, a bedbug service in a hospital. Man was so soiled that he had to be cut out of his clothes. The smell permeated the entire emergency room, and he had probably hundreds of bedbugs on him. But the one that sticks with me, I didn't even do. Back when I worked for the Diamond, we had a thank you letter from the Make-A-Wish Foundation because the kid's dying wish was that he did not have bedbugs anymore. The one that broke me, that one broke me not only because of the dying child, but the fact that he used his wish on something like that.
Wow.
I need a minute. Yeah, God bless that kid.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. And,
God damn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the comments that he got on that comment. And Travis.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Damn, not sure if you win or lose the internet today, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And we have William who said, a friend of mine told me they wanted him to treat a hospital room with a deceased in there. He told him to call once the body had been removed. And that afternoon, I drove over to help so he could get home at a decent time.
Right.
Oh, man, that's horrible. But,
I need a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
I do from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Get a palate cleanser for me?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Bad job in the attic of a church. This is Tremont. It was like 120 degrees in the attic, and we were wearing respirators. Had to stop frequently for breaks. 42 10-gallon trash bags of guano.
I've had one like that, man.
Man, I'll tell you what, I would have taken that. I would have taken pretty much
for the tomatoes.
Fucking tomatoes, man. Hell yeah. It's like you put that shit on the soil, man. There is so much fucking ammonia and nitrogen in that. Oh, your tomatoes do great. And you know what? None of them taste like bat shit.
Now, down in Woodstock, Virginia, I had a place that had like 3-foot-high piles of bat shit up in the attic. Man, that just massive mounds of bad shit.
Oh my god!
And at the time, I didn't have a garden, but if I did, I'd be like, I'm taking this shit home with me.
Love me some guano.
Bet your ass.
Love me some guano. He goes on after that. He said, after all that, we sealed up on the exterior for a customer to remove chicken wire and foam because he said it didn't look right cosmetically. Give me a fucking break.
Man, we just took a whole biohazard worth of fucking bat shit out of your house, and you're complaining that it's not pretty. Good. Fuck you. Fuck you and you're pretty.
Fuck you and you're pretty. Exactly. Yeah. Ask me if I give a tunneling fuck about your pretty.
That's right. One big, huge, wide tunneling fuck out of that
one. That's right. Yeah. That's a you can suck it moment right there if I ever heard one.
That's definitely a you can suck it moment.
Yeah. Okay. Haley says multinational food manufacturing facility. Part of the building was under construction for an expansion, and it was routinely not sealed up. Also, hang on. All right. Also, several areas in the facility, contractors would prop doors open, or a warehouse bay doors on the floor level would also be left open. They left old manufacturing materials and discarded product in the construction zone to be trashed. So quickly it developed a rodent issue. However, it always fell on pest control as to why they had an issue.
Of course it does.
Hell yeah.
We leave the fucking doors wide open, but it's your fault, Mr. Pest Control Man.
That's right. They constantly ask for this and that to help solve their problem, which I had to constantly tell them that they were asking for it was not something that was possible and also illegal. I notified everybody that I could find in upper management about employees routinely leaving doors open, but it continued to happen. I was scheduled to go to that facility twice a week and was on call on the weekends. Fuck that. And nearly every weekend I would get a call to go out and investigate a sighting. Again, I say, fuck that, even though I lived over an hour from this facility. Double fuck that. The place was a frog's hair away from being 1 million square foot. Bigwigs from their corporate, our corporate, and even regional managers from the Big C basically came out and asked me why I wasn't doing my job.
What?
They had about 178 open conditions at that location, and most of it was pertaining to open doors and product spillage outside as a significant food source, bringing them to the building. I finally got to the point where I had to say, my hands are tied until y'all get this shit together and stop leaving doors open everywhere. I got out after that. That's probably a good idea. You know, there is nothing worse than having your corporate people throw you under the bus. Telling they're just trying to save their own fucking asses. They're saving face with the customer. It's like, oh, this technician's not doing their job. Yeah, they'll put another technician in there, but guess what? As long as the fucking issues are still there, that technician's also going to have corporate up their ass come down the road.
The moral of the story here is document. Even no matter how repetitive it is, fucking write it down, document it, so they can go all the way back and go.
Not even now. It sounds like I don't know if documentation would even help this case. You know, because they already had corporate. It's like, why aren't you doing your job? You know, it's like I don't know.
And that's when you pull out all your tickets and say, I am doing my job because I'm not gonna stay here all day long and close every fucking door for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna tell you, here's the problem.
Brandon,
here's the problem.
Brandon, yeah, that's the case, but she can still hold her head up high. As she walks out the door and goes to a company that gives a fuck about their
Sure, no, of course. Yeah, by all means, of course. But I'm just saying, in general, just fucking document.
Oh, God. Amen.
Document.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah.
No matter how repetitive.
Haley, I'd say 2 hearts here on the show are with you on that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Kendra.
Definitely.
Kendra. I had a job, get house mice, and I threw everything I could at it. It It was an old-ass building with holes bigger than my head, and everything was rotten. Management was less than willing to do anything, and everything I was trying was coming up dry. I picked every brain I could, dragged my manager on the site on multiple occasions, but finally, without the customer's help, I simply couldn't solve it. The employees were literally throwing food up into the ceiling, too. Excuse me? Then the owner of the company I was servicing called my boss and yelled at them that I was inadequate at pest control. I spent hours and days worth of hours, unpaid, or paid commission, on this site, and that call killed me. I'm truly just getting the drive and love for the job back. The problem has since been resolved after they finally jumped on helping. I still hurt thinking about it.
No, and I would too.
It
takes the fucking wind out of your sails. I mean, you love the business. You're doing the best fucking job you can. And some fucknut shows up and just pulls your fucking sails down.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, it really sucks so hard. And I get it. And, Brandy, Scott, I understand that. Only you can cover your ass.
Document everything.
It's like,
damn right.
Smokey the Bug Man. Only you can prevent ass chewing.
Only you can cover your ass.
Yeah. Okay. John Shope. He said, what broke you? He said, writing this post. And I had to reply, are you made of potato sticks or something? He goes, no, I'm at Disney with my family. And I said, that would break anyone.
Yeah. At least he did it in the winter. Yeah. My dumb ass did it in June with the fucking oppressive heat in Florida. Jesus Christ.
If I was John, I'd be quoting the immortal words of Joe Exotic by saying, I don't think I'm ever going to financially recover from this.
Oh, I thought I was going to say that fucking Carol Baskin.
That fucking Carol Baskin. Happy New Year to everybody except that bitch Carol Baskin.
That bitch Carol Baskins.
I can't even eat ice cream from Baskin Robbins anymore because I feel like it's somehow connected to that bitch Carol Baskin. Oh God!
I think I told you before the show, I'm kind of flying high on Norco pain meds right now because of the surgery. So I found that especially funny. Carol Baskins.
Yeah, I have two.
Things
Norcos.
happen as well.
I have two Norcos in my dresser, but I've got liquid Norco tonight.
But like right after surgery, I got out and I got to do this with the sound effect because I was playing around with it for the show to see.
I was like, oh my God. Do you remember on the movie with Emilio Estevez and they're all on peyote going, wow, man, did you see that bird? Look at the size of that chicken.
That's how I felt on Norcos.
Oh, shit.
What was it, Young Guns? Young Guns is like, did you see that bird?
Young Guns. God. My favorite one is Beavis and Butthead Do America when they're in the desert.
Oh yeah,
they're starting to eat that gas, and all of a sudden they start playing.
And the White Zombie song.
Yeah, the White Zombie. Oh, that's my favorite fucking White Zombie song now. Yes. I used to listen. I used to have that thing on my iPod. For all you young people, iPod was like this music player that we used to have before phones did every fucking thing. And I loaded that iPod. I had Bankers Life Fieldhouse. It's the home of the Indiana Pacers. I used to do the service with that for the Big Green Tea, and I have to go in there like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I had the fucking place to myself. I pop my iPod on. I get my earbuds in, and I would just fucking rock all those concourses. And that was my favorite fucking song to hear because I'd have that right about the time I had to walk from one distant concession stand to the other. And I'm just like, I was like, yeah, man, this is awesome. But
my favorite Beavis and Butthead was the first CD they came out with when they did I Got You Babe with Cher.
Oh, yeah.
And then they had the Primus did that one. I ain't one for poetry. I ain't one for prose. I ain't one for the Center for Springtime Rose. But there's one fact that I do know. I sure do love that Beavis and Butthead show. Fucking love that shit.
God. Hey, Zippy's Pop says Jack's a fucking soldier. The show must
I'm trying,
go on.
man. I'm fucking trying.
Yeah.
It hurts, but I'm trying.
So we're even because he's got his shit going on. I did a show with a detached retina.
You did have to hang from the fucking bed.
We don't fuck around here at Tales from the Crawl Space, guys.
Fuck no. We're gonna show up and get the shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm kind of stoned, Zippy's Pop. Right now, yeah.
He is
I
kind
am.
of stoned,
So,
man. We should be playing some, like, I don't know, Cowboy Junkies, Sweet Jane.
I want to hear like "Are You Experienced" by Jimi Hendrix.
Oh no, that's not Norco. Well, to me, that's not. Norco music to me is like listening to like fucking Cowboy Junkies or fucking Lou Reed
or One of These Days by Pink Floyd.
One of These Days by Pink Floyd is also a good one.
Yes,
A little bit high energy, but I'm when I'm on pain medicine and stuff, that's opiates and shit. I like something a little bit more subdued, and
No, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
There's one song called "Strawberry Wine" by a band called Massive Internal Complications. It's if you've ever seen the movies Basketball Diaries. It's the music. It's the song that they were playing when the Leo DiCaprio character was going through his withdrawals at Ernie Hudson's apartment. And you'll definitely, and dude, do it before you come down. When we get off of the show, if you got to take another half one before you listen to it, go for it.
just for the experiment.
Exactly. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna fucking love it.
Okay.
Massive internal complication. I'll send you a link after the show.
All right, please do.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's get back to live action here, Turtle Man.
All right. All right. Hot live action.
Live action. Wee-hoo. All right. Zachary found a dead dude and went home early.
That's a good reason to go home early. But fuck this shit, I'm going home.
Yeah. But then the manager's like, well, what? When are you going to come back to finish your route? You just going to take a break, a couple hours?
I didn't, and Brad jumped over his.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Brad vaulted his dead person.
I did. Man, thank God for that strong door jam, man, because I was like, it's like I was on the basement steps in no time. Hey, it's like, it's like somebody said a little while back, the show must go on.
That's correct.
That's all right. All right. So he found a dead dude, went home early, spent 5 hours in an attic installing manufactured walkboards midsummer that only work on perfectly flamed joints for porking, just for us to pinch wires and have to redo the entire thing the next day. Had a crawl space encapsulation where the salesman convinced the guy to buy it triple what it's worth by saying it will help your wife's cancer treatment. The crawl was 18 inches, had a hornet's nest, burst sewage line, and was 1,400 square feet. Yeah, that'd
fun.
That'd bring me. Yeah.
Hey, look, Tanner Lott, I believe that's Tanner Lott showed up. He said, Pappy's here. He let me know that he's got a little one on the way. So, fucking congratulations, Tanner. That's
look
fucking
at
awesome.
you, man. Good deal. Yep. Make sure you share it on the depot, my man.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. We love hearing about little cheeselets.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely. So
couldn't happen to two better people.
Ain't that the truth?
Seriously.
Ain't that the truth? So, all right. Mike says in 2019, I did a 150 plus unit clean out of a local public housing in the middle of the summer. Bunch of duplexes that were infested with roaches. 4 of us going through, vacuuming and treating the units. I can still see the roaches covering the cabinets and doors.
Oh, yeah. Good old clean out.
One of the worst units had 5 kids inside alone. Mom was at work. Police was called, and I'm sure a CPS report was filed. Here's hoping it was. As a father of 4 at the time, 3, I feel bad for these kids growing up in that. Yes, I do too. And that is definitely a breakable moment.
It is.
Yeah. If, hopefully you were the one that called the police, man, because that's bullshit.
For damn sure.
Yeah. Terry says admin for O. Enough said.
That basically covers the whole thing right there.
Mm-hmm. Casey had himself a 5-day crawl space job. Felt like I'd never stand upright again. Yeah, I had a 3-day one at Big Green Tea, and I feel you. It was one of those crawl space insulation jobs. Wanted us to put that foil shit up, that mylar shit, bubble packing looking shit, which is fine. But we had to go through there and get all the old fiberglass out, and which is also fine. But what was holding up that fiberglass, Jack?
Was it those metal rods?
Nope.
Those push rods?
Oh, no, that would have been easy. No.
Or the netting?
Nope. Chicken wire, motherfucker.
What
chicken
the
wire.
fuck?
Fucking chicken wire. Yeah,
Who the fuck does
1,700
that?
square feet of goddamn chicken wire holding up this insulation. Let's see. I had one of the technicians have a seizure down in that crawl space during that 3-day period. I'm sorry,
Christ.
that was day 4. It was a 4-day job, but the last day I was service manager. I had other shit I had to deal with, but I was in there for 3 days, and on day 4, I figured these guys are getting close. We go, no, I'm sorry. Tom Fan had a fucking seizure down in the crawl space. They had to drag him out, and
Jesus.
After that, he was done because, if if you're prone to seizures, you can't drive. So you can't drive you can't drive commercially. So yeah, he was past retirement age anyway. He should have been retired, but
Right.
People love to work, and I probably feel, oh, screw you, you rookies. It's just rookie shit. Anyway,
well, now we're bitching about the big green tea. I'm going to tell you mine real quick. I was the service manager for an office that had about 25 technicians, which qualifies for 2 service managers because you got so many techs. Well, the service manager quit, and they never bothered to hire another one. So I was taking care of all the techs, all the paperwork, all the bullshit, all the scheduling. And this is when they dropped that big, huge pile of fucking inspections, termite inspections, that no one ever got done. And I had no help. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get them all done by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I was standing back by the truck door, and I was so fucking stressed. I could feel myself getting hot, and my head felt like it was going to swell and burst like an overripe watermelon.
Yeah.
And you just stand there, and I was like, fuck this. Fuck this. If they don't get done, I don't give a fuck. And if I quit my job, I'll leave here looking for a job, just like when I came here looking for a job. That means nothing will change. Right. But fuck that shit. And that's the moment that broke me with them. I was like, they don't care. They'll just put you through the fucking meat grinder and tea gets spit out the other side and go somewhere else.
Yeah. It's a goddamn shame.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've got like I said, I got a couple of stories coming. So anyway, so Greg, he had an Asian live wet market type place. Wet market, as all you all know. They sell meat there. And
the COVID market.
Most of it's still fucking alive. Okay. So, anyway, it was gnarly what they sold in there, and they would gut all these weird fish and whatever, and throw the guts in buckets. And the building had huge open bay doors, rats everywhere, flies everywhere, roaches everywhere. And the staff would steal half my traps I would leave out. Was a real bummer. Yeah. I did a wet market one time, and then those motherfuckers had endangered turtles and shit like that swimming around in little kitty wading pools that the kind of like Walmart and shit. And I'm just looking there, I was just like, God, if the feds fucking saw this, man. It's like they would have a fucking field.
What did they say it initially, COVID initially came from was a pangolin at the wet market?
Yeah, something like that.
It's like an armored anteater or something like that, a fucking pangolin.
Oh, yeah.
I've never woken up and I could use a big old chunk of pangolin right now.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had bushmeat before, Jack. So I really can't pass judgment on the flavors or anything like that. They must be so fucking good. I mean, if they're willing to risk, felonies for actually selling
Is that like beef curtains?
Beef curtains? No, bushmeat.
Bushmeat.
God damn it.
I couldn't help it.
I know you couldn't. Jack, what are you drinking out of that mug?
I'm just drinking some water out of that mug.
Yeah, you got to stay hydrated
super special water mug.
Norco, because
I do, because
you are going to get so fucking constipated.
That already happened. When they loaded me up with they knocked me out, man. I just this morning I had the mass doo-doo exodus of 2026 happen after struggling trying to poop since Tuesday.
Yeah.
And finally,
for somebody like you that has to take that metformin stuff, this had to been like a Roman holiday.
It was.
First solid shit in how many years?
I had a black snake that went all the way down the damn turlet.
Oh, see, look at you.
Oh boy, I was struggling on that Duke, man. I'm telling you, I was struggling.
Yeah. Well, it's really important to stay hydrated when you're on those opies, and
it is.
It's hydrated. It's important to stay hydrated at all times, whether or not you're using some sort of Schedule 1 narcotic.
And no pestrogen, no sloppy ploppies. Sorry,
no sloppy ploppies.
It was straight up shit and bricks.
That's right, sloppy ploppies, pestrogen. We know who you are. But anyway, and Jack, you said you got your mom's tumbler there.
I do. Got my mama's.
That's great. That's a nice tribute. But I'll tell you what, I bet it doesn't keep stuff as cold as a Tony Spangler tumbler from Spangler.com.
You're right. It
Look
doesn't.
at that shit.
It is not the quality of a Tony Spangler tumbler. That's
it is
correct.
not. But the sentimental value definitely outweighs
it
that.
Does.
But let's talk. But enough about your mom's shit. Let's talk about this stuff. A Tony Spangler tumbler. I mean, look at those graphics. They are so fucking sharp. You can actually read them. And
pop.
And then you've got everybody, all you ladies out there, get ready to sit on a towel.
Yeah, looking like George Papard with that cigar hanging at your mouth.
Big old cigar. I look like Fidel Castro, but a cool one. And then of course we got this Benjamin Harrison.
Look at that sexy motherfucker
right here.
That's right.
That's right. I mean, look at that beard. He's working on getting it back to there because it's one of those beards where it's got the two parts. He's got a two-parter there,
That's because I got a butt chin.
Yeah, you got that vacant spot there in the middle, and you got those other two going. So yeah, outstanding beard, outstanding graphics. I mean, look at that. I mean, it looks like you could just jump out, and go ahead and
jump out and tongue punch your fart box.
I was going to say that, you motherfucker. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. But he may when he gets to. But I'll tell you what, when he gets done tongue punching your fart box, he is going to rub the bottom.
Rubber bottom.
That's right. So you got that nice rubber
little
bottom.
Aftercare.
Yeah, absolutely. When you get a little bit too much retirement bourbon in you, you get a little clumsy. So this is important. It keeps it from scooting around, falling off your desk.
It does.
And
it does.
What Tony Spangler tumbler from SpanglerArt.com is complete without. That's right. The surgical stainless steel, finely sharpened, custom curved urethral sounding rod. This thing right here, detritus, debris, anything that's in your urethra, you can
cut right through it.
That's right. And it's got this hook right here, too. And, Jack, this might be important for you if you get a little too packed up because you can just slip it in there.
Get a little hanging to the left there. That's right.
Or even in the bowl, you can break it up in the bowl.
It's like
that way you don't have to run out of the room and grab a coat hanger. So
it's like a poop knife.
It's like a poop knife. That's right.
Poop knife.
So it's made famous by the ancient Romans. By the way, I got a haircut earlier this week, guys, and look at this. I look like a fucking Roman senator, don't I? That's pathetic. But all right, enough about my hair.
Like a Roman senator.
Like a biggest dickus.
Dickers.
I'm telling you what, though. I mean, this has got it all. It's got the graphics. It's got the double walled insulation.
It does.
It's got the rubber bottom, and of course, it's got the dick cleaner outer too. The dick cleaner sounding rod. So
yes,
I mean, everything that you need for a successful life is in one package. And Jack,
it is.
Where do they go?
They go to.
If you got Peronis, reach for Tony. Steal urethral sounding rods.
And if you like that jingle and you like the intros and everything, please go to JT Story VO on Facebook. He can make you jingles, songs, intros, you name it. JT Story VO on Facebook. From Chicago, Spiegel, 609.
Yes, each purchase from him gets a free box of Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
Saute and simmer. The flavor can't be beat. Okay. All right, let's get back to the stories. The lovely and personable Haley says pretty much any low-income Section 8. The one that really got me was parents were knocked out in the bedroom. Baby was running around barefoot on what had to have once been carpet with who knows what caked into it throughout and uncapped needles everywhere.
I've seen that before, man.
That one made me rethink my whole career choice. Now, anybody that knows me and knows my career at the Scarlet Letter remembers Fentanyl Gardens, we called it. Yeah,
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, Fentanyl Gardens. And when the first time I walked in there, I was emotionally devastated. Just going into these apartments, I walked into one. I mean, I've got a sensitive nose, and I always have. But after a career in this, I kind of got used to things.
Right.
But this one overcame me. I mean, just the smell of rotting flesh.
Don't.
I'm trying to keep it together, Jack. I don't. I've got this
gangrene. That almond smell of gangrene.
Yeah. This one was, the lady was just laying on an old beat up mattress, and gnats were everywhere. And then there was another one I went into that everybody in there was pretty much confined to wheelchairs, and they had the sores on their legs and stuff. And then I sat there and watched somebody just open up a packet of raw heroin and just pour it right into their fucking sore.
Jesus Christ!
God. And that I'm not going to say that broke me. There was a lot of other things I was dealing with at the time. I had a good friend, and someone that was on my team that was dying of cancer at the time, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And things just kind of bombarded me at once. But that's not what broke me. That's unfortunately all of that stuff is a part of life, and I'm not trying to downplay it or anything, but it's just you see this stuff all the time, and it makes you
you become desensitized a little bit.
You do become desensitized to it, but the thing is, do we let this stuff drag us down, or does it give us pause to think, what can we do to make situations like this better, regardless, in our own little way? It doesn't have to, you can't expect to just totally eliminate the situation altogether, but there's something that, I started thinking, what can I contribute to help out? And I'll be honest with you, Jack, at the time I couldn't think of a fucking thing.
No, sometimes you can't.
Yeah. And that was the tough part. Anybody that, like I said, anybody that knows me, I would always play Maggot Brain from Funkadelic before I went out there. Just because
kind of mentally psych yourself up.
That song is the kind of music that you expect to hear when you walk into an apartment like that. And it just kind of got my brain into gear and everything. But the people that work there, they were freaking gold. They had so much concern and care for the people and everything that live there. They always, I carried around like 4 things of Narcan in my pocket every time I go out there, just in case I ran into somebody, that was ODing and stuff. And I still have, I mean, it's expired, long since expired, but I keep it with me just as a reminder of I haven't seen anything that bad since. And but
thankfully
it didn't break me. But some of the things that were going on in that period of time at the Scarlet Letter did break me. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks a lot for the story, Haley. I really feel for you. And
Derek Light joined us. He said he's ready for Purdue.
He's ready for Purdue.
Did you see him at Purdue last year?
Derek Yes, Light? I did. I did see Derek. Yeah. I think everybody probably saw me in one way or another. I was the fat fucker going around on the scooter all through the place. And so if you're hearing this, you're like, oh, yeah, that's Brad. But we're not going to Purdue this year. William the Merciful had some other expenditures that kept us from going. We did go ahead and get our adequate credit hours and stuff. But I guess I can say it. We did open a new office in Fort Wayne, and
hell yeah.
So we're trying to get that off the ground. And we got the credit hours that we needed for last year and this year. So we're good. So maybe next year we'll see you guys at Purdue.
Bring some. I'll make sure I get us some swag for you to take.
Well, fucking
take
man.
with you.
Yeah, everybody loved it.
Koozies
Man. It was
and
great.
shit.
Yeah, I threw so much swag everybody's way. I also got to meet in person the one and only Dr. Nina Jenkins that we had on the show.
Oh, nice.
A while back. Yes, one of the development team of Apprehend. So that was great to meet her, and so she's an awesome lady. Got to listen to a presentation of hers too. So Nate says seeing black mold in the household with kids all over a wall.
Oh man, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
No.
Poor kids breathing that shit in.
Yes, Pastor John, I'm sad we're not going either, but it is what it is. Patrick had a mouse job in his first 3 months. I was catching them before I could finish setting out the traps. I actually love that. I ended up setting about 60 snaps, closets full of droppings, bedrooms and mattresses torn up. 4 kids under 10, one with severe special needs, and that I do not love. It broke my heart. The mice had to have been in there for years before I got there.
Yeah, when you're still setting traps out, you can go snap. I mean, you're not even done yet. You're still. I've had that happen.
Oh yeah. I've had 2, but in a much different. This was in a restaurant situation. Oh yeah, I got off on that shit big time. So, hang on. I'm getting shocked here.
Make you want to touch yourself.
I'm sorry, I was getting shocked.
Hey, speaking of swag, while you're doing what you're doing, Tanner knows when he shows up down in Myrtle Beach, I've always got swag with me.
Yes,
so when you go to Purdue, I'll make sure you got swag too.
Yeah, I try to carry swag. I was up in Fort Wayne last month, and I stopped in on at one of the branches of the Scarlet Letter when Jenny and I were out there cold calling, and I was like, I'm pulling in here. She goes, you sure? I said, yeah, we're definitely doing this. So I went in, I talked to Kim up there. She's awesome. I love her to death. And then I went back into the car. We're getting ready to take off. I was like, oh shit, wait a minute. I had to give her a PCHD magnet. And she's like, yeah.
Hey, Tyler McIlvain showed up, man.
Hey, Tyler. What's going on, my man?
Hot damn.
Yeah. All right.
Another frequent contributor to the show.
Absolutely. All right. So let's get back to it. Sam, bed bugs that have been going on for 25 years. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
German roaches, probably the same amount of time. The pile of roach shit behind the fridge was a couple feet high. There was thousands of both living and all of the furniture, and they greeted you at the door. Wow.
Jesus.
So you're still in the shit. You're still in this thing of ours. So that's awesome. Yeah. Sometimes you run into things. If you do it early in your career and you're still doing it, then you've got it made. Because otherwise, it's like, yeah. So he goes, I need some more bumper stickers, Brad. Yeah, you know where my Cash App is, dude. All right, Fernando says.
Fernando. Tanner says those are the best jobs, the ones that are just fucking nasty.
Oh yeah, I actually do totally get off on them. If I'm doing,
I get a little chub.
If I'm going on a reservice and they've been on the books for 6 months, and I have to go out and do you clean up somebody else's shit. But I've made an entire career out of that. I mean, it's like, I'm not going to have a tombstone. I'm going to have a trash can and a dustpan sitting there with the
or clean up people's shit.
Yeah. So, anyway, Fernando says, honestly, I've done pest control in 12 states, and I can't think of any customers that have been a long-term Achilles heel. However, as far as companies, working for Pest Services was awful. A super Mickey Mouse company. So, yeah, we don't mention company names here.
No, we don't.
But I'll tell you what, yeah, I can dig it. I can totally dig it. So, Patrick says, oy vey.
Oy vey.
Yes, mazel tov.
I'm a sugar.
Yes. Mazel tizzle, my Hebrews.
I'm a little verklempt.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic.
The internal combustion engine was neither internal nor combustible. Discuss.
We had CPS call and have us come to treat a home for what they said. We're pretty sure one service will solve the issue. Bullshit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I could smell the roaches before I even got out of the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Trashy trailer with an unknown amount of broken down cars. and all over the road, as well as trash waste, high grass. Trash waste.
You got to be like a 50-gallon drum of Phantom and Gentrol.
Cats, kittens, 3 dogs chained to trees, barking and snarling at me as I walked up to the door. I knock on the door, and I hear a man and a woman yelling at each other about who's going to get the fuck up and get the door.
Jesus
as well
Christ.
as more dogs barking inside. I had to remind myself that there's kids involved, otherwise I would have just walked away. The guy opens the door, and no less than 67 German roaches rain down from the door frame.
No less
That is an accurate count. The smell of cat, dog, human, and God knows what else almost knocked me out. That's stanky pussy you were smelling.
That's nutsack and stanky pussy and pudussy.
There were piles of actual shit on the floor everywhere, as well as used toilet paper. And we all know them dogs wasn't using it.
No.
Nor were those 67 German roaches you were talking about. One lady inside was bedridden, another had a snow shovel and was shoveling trash and shit up off the floor and into a trash can. She said, we were trying to get it cleaned up for you. Again, bullshit.
I appreciate the effort.
I spent almost 2 hours there, went home and literally burned my clothes. About 3 months, I would have burnt my skin at that point. About 3 months later, I got called over the radio from the office saying that a sheriff was at the office to give me a subpoena to appear in court as an expert witness to testify about the conditions of the home.
Oh, God.
I know that was a long one, but seeing how some people let their children live in such disgusting conditions had me considering a different career path for a while. That was just over 18 years ago when I first started in this field. You know what, guys and gals? I get it. You know, it's like I was saying about those apartments. It's like, if we walk away, or in some cases run the fuck away from situations like this, are we helping them by doing that? You know, there's kids involved, you know. You want to stay involved. Right. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but that would be me. It's like that. It would be a personal vendetta for me to go and try to get this thing at least livable. You know, as far as my end.
It's a motivating factor.
Now, I'm not going to grab a snow shovel and pick up trash and shit, throw it in a trash can for these people. But I'm going to do my damnedest to try to get the bugs out of there, because that's my part of the solution to this.
That's what I'm.
It's tough. It really is. I understand it. But damn it, you got to stay with it, man, because it's getting tough to find people to do this job these days. I mean, be it because of these kind of conditions, people don't want to see it, people don't want to deal with it. You got managers that you hear horror stories about these companies, and then once you get into these companies, you got these old veterans shitting all over the new people, treating them like crap and making them feel like less than they actually are.
No,
fuck that all day long. Okay, I see it on social media groups everywhere. You got these older people. Yeah, I might stick around, you little punk, and might learn something. Fuck you. That's what I'll learn. You know, and this is why we can't get the young people. You can't get the young people involved in it because of the way sometimes they're treated. Okay, I'm okay. Rant's over. Let's get on with the show. Rachel said I was crawling in a tight crawl, like using the tip of my toes to inch. Okay, let me throw my cord recklessly across my shoulder here.
Yeah, baby.
You want to do some chicken pow or something while I'm reading it? Like using the tip of my toes to inch my way through. My head could only fit by turning it on its side.
Yeah, baby. Turn on a smack it up, flip it, rub it down.
I crawled under a rat's nest from the insulation. The insulation must have been thinning, or I was pushing hard against it.
Wow, wow, wicka, wow.
Out of nowhere, a pile of rat shit went into my ear.
Yummy.
I sat outside shaking my head for 5 minutes, rat shit flying.
Yummy.
I sat there for 30 minutes to an hour staring at the ground. I think I disassociated. I decided that day I was done treating for rats as my full-time job. Then
Reconsidering your
then I
life
had a
choices.
cigarette and went on to my next stop.
You use that cigarette afterwards, baby. It ain't the only thing that's smoking.
All right.
Yeah, if I give you a cigarette after sex, that's only one of the things that's going to be
Hey, I'm
smoking.
telling you what, if you ain't done with it and neighbors ain't smoking a cigarette, you didn't do it right.
Oh, damn right. Sometimes you got to go around the world on them.
Okay.
Three holes, no waiting.
Michael is like, no answer.
Mm-hmm.
No answer.
I know where this is going.
No answer. Okay, I got the key. Use it. Go in and holler. Pest control. No answer. Suddenly, two beasts going at it at high speed. Turn around and left. So much skin flopping. Whose skin? Is that you talking about? Talking about Shar-Pays coming at you? Talking about some dude, some 800-pound dude that is on an Ozempic kick right now? Skin flapping?
Things just flopping around. Yummy.
Yeah, that's right, man. You can smell them before you see them in that case.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get on them
the
folds sometimes, so I'm told.
I watch myself with a rag on a stick.
All right, Corey. Not me personally, but my manager was working in Memphis in the early 80s and had to treat a large warehouse for a terrible flea problem after getting rid of all the rats. He was bit so many times by fleas, he ended up contracting the plague.
Jesus Christ.
The Black Death.
The Black Death.
That's right. Bring out your dead. Damn. So, okay. Okay. Randolph. Okay. We got the comment of the night here.
All right.
Yeah. He goes, none of them. They all just made me a bigger bastard.
That's fair. That's fair. I can understand that.
I can dig it.
I get that.
We have Dawn reporting a client who was, let's say, highly inappropriate, telling my boss and continuously sent to the house to do the service. I didn't go, obviously. Yeah, we've covered that ground a few times on our shows here.
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
yes, we have.
That's fucking bullshit. Yeah. I know a story. I know a story where yeah, I won't go into it, but yeah. Got it. Randolph says, okay, here's one that didn't break me. Okay, I'll bite. Rat job. I arrived. It's clearly a cluttered elderly home. I interview the elderly, who I eventually find in the overgrown backyard attending to whatever they attend to. She collapses. I run and pick her up. She assures me that old people just do that. Okay. The property, I'm sorry. I asked about the extent of her problem. She says attic and basement. The property seems like an attic, and basement would be a deluxe upgrade. Right. So, okay. I checked crawl space. No structural barrier between the outside and inside. Sigh. Place snaps. Then I noticed an electric heater on its side being sprayed by a burst pipe. Okay. I'm not describing all of this. But at one point, I asked why I wasn't singing back to her raven that landed on her leg. There was so much more to this story. I'm not typing it on Facebook as I am very drunk. I can respect that.
Okay,
too.
Then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey, I can dig it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I can dig it.
I'll read it because I'm very drunk. But yeah, that's okay. Love to hear the rest of it.
You're drunk. I'm stoned. It's great.
Message me. I'd love to hear the rest of the story. So. Okay, Dale. Damn it, Dale. I went into a low crawl space because the customers were complaining about an odor issue. Yeah, I was immediately covered from head to toe in fleas. Fleas in my ears, fleas up my nose. You get the idea. Found a dead possum on top of the main trunk line. I had brought a little hand shovel and trash bag with me. Wasn't enough. This thing had liquefied.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah, ended up having to wash away what I couldn't get into the bag. The next day, I had to do a flea service to my own truck. That one had me questioning my career choice. Yeah, just a couple of years ago, I had one. it was a vacant. Excuse me, it was a vacant house, and it was a bed bug inspection. Actually, didn't find a whole hell of a lot in the way of bed bugs. Found a few and everything, but I got out and looked, man. I was like, I looked like Sonny Corleone at the toll booth, just and so I got out. You know, you do what you do, man. You grab the 565, you spray your legs, you spray your ass, you spray your bits, you spray your tightness, and and get as many as you can off. And then I'm driving. About 5 minutes later, I look down, my legs just look exactly the fucking same. And so, I spent that weekend doing a service on my truck.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, that was a pain in the balls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
I got it all nice and pretty and flea free, and then some motherfucker comes and totals my truck while I'm on vacation. But I digress. So, all right. Robert.
Tanner goes, "You do the treatment, then get the possum." That's what Tanner said. You do the treatment, then get
the possum. The possum. Maybe that's pronounced possum. Like
possum.
Yes.
like Sean Connery says it.
For 500.
It's famous possum.
Famous horse semen for $100.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. Let's now for 200. That's Let It Snow. Yeah. You heard me.
The day is mine, Trebek. Give me the rapists for 500. That's therapists.
Fucking hurts.
God, I lost track. Okay, Robert. German roach job that ended up with a call to DFACS. There were German roaches crawling around the outside of the home when I arrived. Wife was showing me around, and I had to use a walker due to her age and infirmity. Husband was partially paralyzed from a stroke and had roaches crawling all over him, and he was sitting in his own filth. Apparently, their kids were all pieces of shit and nowhere to be found. Granddaughter was currently in jail. Well, he found her, obviously, if she was in jail.
Right.
Great-grandson was 3 and in a roach-filled crib. I couldn't do it. Left and called my aunt, a social worker. Got the necessary info and called DFACS. Drove by the next day, and the house had yellow caution tape all around it. 2 weeks later, there was just the foundation left. I guess that is one way to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Damn.
Controlled burn.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe the house was carried. You know, the movie Carrie. In the end, where the house is like,
yeah, it kind of implodes.
Yes, and then Amy Irving had to be all nosy and shit and go back up there. And God, that scared the shit. I was much younger then when I saw that movie, and that last part of it when Carrie's arm came up and grabbed Amy Irving, which I would have loved to do. But anyway, yeah, that scared the shit out of me, guys. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Okay, Alec. Treating an entire homeless shelter for bed bugs during a whiteout. The entire facility had to be vacated from the dorms and later the common areas because 2 people brought them in. There was no room at the other shelters, so the city had to essentially tell 100 or so people they had to go back outside. That's a bitch.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hate city work for that reason.
Yeah. No bueno.
Sam is like, also bed bugs in a daycare and all the pack and plays. That one was during my training, and I almost didn't continue. I'm on year 6 now, and I'm glad I stuck it out. You know what, Sam? So are we.
Yeah.
So are we, man. It's it takes a special kind of crazy to do this job, and you are apparently just crazy enough. So, good on you.
Good on you,
Naomi. Okay, I'm gonna do a sidebar here, Jack. So far, I have read probably 4 or 5 stories from women, and that makes me feel good.
Oh yeah,
not only because I like women, but we have
women make me feel good too.
We have cheese baguettes contributing.
Yes, we do.
Which I really
cheese baguettes.
Yes. I got called out to take care of a fly problem at a nice condo association, not knowing that the condo I was sent to treat wasn't the source. They had forage flies in their bathrooms, the kitchen, and in the laundry room. Turns out the condo next to them was in the process of being evicted because they shoved diapers down the toilets but refused to let anyone inside except for the plumber. The plumber reported what he saw, and eventually maintenance and I were able to get access to the problem condo. It was really the combination of the state of the condo and the fact that they wouldn't let anyone from management inside that led to the eviction. There was dog and cat poop and pee everywhere. There was a poop smeared all over the walls, in the outlets, the vents, and on the ceiling. Some of the doors were ripped off the hinges, massive holes in the walls, carpet, and toilets ripped off the floors, and used needles throughout. What broke me was not just the smell or how my eyes were stinging from the ammonia or the thousands of fruit flies, forage flies, and bottle flies that were flying up in my face and inside my ears.
Mm-hmm.
It was all the toddlers, toys, and kids' drawings on the walls. The kids that lived there were 2, 5, and 12.
Jesus. Yeah. Fucking people letting kids live in filth. Like, it's disgusting.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Jack, Christopher, if you can look at the post thing, and I'm going to stop at Christopher because we're going to need a part 2 here. We still have a ton of fucking stories.
Okay. Yeah.
And we may end
up
doing
face
this.
is about done.
I'm sure you are, and you're probably getting ready to you probably wanting to get another fix too. So
probably.
But I want to end with you and I. What broke you, Jack?
Oh, I said that earlier. It was
you did?
When I was about ready to have a heart attack.
We're just going to end
big
with
green
me
tea.
then. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, what broke you?
Okay. Well, I've told you some stories. I've put a couple of anecdotes in this stuff about the things that I've seen that have been horrid and all that other stuff. This is more on a personal level, professional level, what have you. The one thing that broke me in my most recent former employer, and something that would break me anytime at any job, is feeling marginalized. Yeah. And I mean, I've got, we all have really good ideas. We all have good, and a lot of us are forward thinkers, and the things that we think, the things that we want to happen, the things that we want, are all in what we feel like are in the best interest of the company. And when they are just totally dismissed out of hand, it hurts. And, it drills deep into you. So, it's a horrible feeling. And if I can't take, personally speaking, if I can't take the experience that I have, the stuff that I've gone through and come up with some way to help my current employer, and they're just going to blow it off, then that's a problem. And, that's when I start looking elsewhere.
I get that.
And that's the kind of stuff that breaks me. We see a lot of horrible things out in the field, and those things are devastating. They're devastating to your heart. They're devastating to your mind. But at the end of the day, sometimes we're all those people have. So we want to make sure that we do what we do, and, this doesn't have anything to do with, growing your market share, or, the label is the law, or all this other good horse shit that everybody likes to spew on a lot of these freaking sites. This is about us. This is about them. This is about human to human, and especially the children. And then when you see somebody that's in a situation like that, and all you can think about is, God, they're a piece of shit. Maybe they just don't know any better. And, what are we going to teach them by just turning our backs to them and walking away and going to find another job or something? If you've got it in you, if you don't got it in you, I get it. But if you do got it in you, man, stick around, help them out, be that person for them.
Right.
And, I think that's what's kept me in the business this long is that, we all have a desire. We all have an instinctive desire to help somebody else. And, but all right, I'm going to get off my soapbox, but that's basically my 2 cents on it. We're doing good work here. Don't let it get you down.
Doing the Lord's work.
Doing the Lord's work. Yeah. And then go to Chick-fil-A and have you some of the Lord's chicken. you know what? All I can say is, yeah, we're doing what we need. We're doing what we were put here to do. So,
Yep.
that's what it is. So, next week, am I the asshole? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But am I the asshole? Things that you think you've done on the job that you're not sure if you're the asshole about it or not. And what you do is you tell us the story, and we'll tell you if you're the asshole or not.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. So, am I the asshole? That's what next week's going to be.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to you actually reading some stories next week because my throat's a little sore now.
Yeah. I'll be getting better and better, so we'll get it done.
Well, Jack, I'm thinking about you. You've been on my heart since this whole thing's going on with your mouth, and you're gonna be eating papayas before too long.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling
papayas.
That's what I'm calling it. All right, buddy. All right, so
the juice all up in the face. The bussy juice.
That's right.
The bussy juice.
The Busey's. Oh, speaking of Busey's, Ellen got me a bag of cherry sours from Busey's.
Oh,
Christmas! It was in my stocking, and
very nice.
I smashed a couple of those today. Anyway, so okay. On behalf of Pest Control Humor Depot, my favorite group, Tony Spangler from SpanglerArt.com and his famous tumblers. On behalf of all of us here at Tales from the Crawl Space, Jack and I cordially invite you to buggeth the fuck off.
Biggest dickus.
Oh, thanks for listening to Tales from the Crawl Space podcast. Jack and Brad will be back next week with another great episode. TFTC can be found on almost every podcast provider available, and you can also find us on TikTok at TFTC 2.0, Instagram at TFTC Podcast, Facebook at the Pest Control Humor Depot Group, and our website, www.tftc.wtf. Don't forget to subscribe and share. See you soon.